Okay, so we are going to go ahead and start our academic learning plan. Now, we haven't taken a unit test on this, so we're going to be filling this sheet out based on what test did you take when we did this unit? Our pre-test, okay? So this is all based on your pre-test. So what I want you to do is, where do you have that data, that pre-test data? In your binder, but where exactly? Your math. Remember that you have your Lead Forward student learning reports? And you also have your pre-test that we have, okay? Yeah.
Oh.
Remember that should be your first test that we have. Remember? All right. So what you're going to do up on top, it says, based on my data from my pre-test. Go ahead and put pre-test 5. Pre-test unit 5. Pre-test unit 5. So this test that we're coming up on, what is up here is basically what your test is going to contain, okay? Now remember, this test we are going to take when we come back from Thanksgiving break. So this, on this side, is what is spiraled in from when we started this unit. So we have our simplifying numerical expressions, which we've been working on, right?
Yes.
We have our estimating for division. You guys have been working on estimation. And these are our 2 newest ones that we began with multiplying decimals. So this one is representing decimals. Okay, this is where we're using our pictorial models, we're using our manipulatives. Okay, this one is solving, using actual strategies that we have, or just standard algorithm. Okay, so that's why this here has your information on it as far as this is what you need to strengthen. Okay, so these are your spirals. This is what we've started and we're continuing to do, okay, for the remainder of the unit. So as you can see, we have still representing quotients of decimals with 4-digit dividends by 2-digit and 2-digit divisors using pictorial models. That's why I have you guys get the decimal grids, area models, okay? And then here is solving dividing decimals using strategies or traditional standard algorithm. Okay? So what I'm going to have you do then is, first of all, we're going to go ahead and fill in our calendars. Okay? We're going to set up our stations. Remember that every day our stations must have what? Our reflex math. Okay? Now I'm going to change that up a little bit for you guys. If you are at 100%, you don't have to do it every day. Okay? You can only do reflex math, put it for twice. So if you have 100% twice a week. Okay? If you have 80 to 90%, and 90 meaning 91 up to 99, okay? It's still 99 until you are at 100. You're going to do 3 times a week. Okay? If you are 60 to 70, 4 times. Anything below a 60, I want it all week, every day this week. Okay? Now remember, reflex is not where you're on it for 15 minutes, right? You only stay on it till what? Green light. Okay?
Yes.
I also have an, yes sir.
I just started on the 90s.
You just start, good. So you just have to do it 3 times. This is another one that I'm going to give you guys. This is the Dreambox one. Okay? This is another one that will be on as far as your stations. So Dreambox, you do not have to do it every day. Okay? The thing is with Dreambox is that it needs to be at least, it has to be 60 minutes every week. A total of 60 minutes. So if you want to do 20 minutes on Monday, 20 on Wednesday, and 20 on Friday, you can do that. That'll be your 60.
Yep.
If you want to do 15 minutes, figure out, okay, if I do 15, that's 30, right? 15 and 15, that's another 30, 30 and 30. You can do 15 minutes every day. Okay? This sheet here, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to be recording. And as you can see, you have week of November 13th through the 16th, which is this week. You're going to start writing down the amount of time that you spent. So every week when I check this, you should have a total of 60. Does that mean I should see Dreambox every day? No. If you want to do 20, like I said, 20, 20, 20, or 15 for 4 days, but I need to see the 60. Can it be Dreambox every day? Yeah, you can. Okay? That's going to be up to you, how you want to handle your time. Yes, ma'am.
What happens if we it's already getting green and the next day we move up?
Then you can remove one of your reflex. You're talking about reflex?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Another thing that must be there every day is your target skills. So make sure you're writing these down, boys and girls. I see Nicholas writing these down. Fill them out on your stations, please. Target skills every day.
Wait, 2 reflex? Or is it what? 3?
What percentage are you at?
How many reflex do you have to do?
What percentage are you at?
90.
3 times a week.
So I think put 3 reflex?
Mm-hmm. So decide on your days. And then decide on your days of Dreambox how you're going to handle that time. You can do 3 days of 20. You can do 4 days of 15.
5 days of 12.
You can do 5 days of 12, like Warren just said.
What is 30? Oh yeah, 30.
5 times 12 is 60. Okay?
30 minutes.
All right. So let's look up here. I added some new stations. Okay? Now, these up here, the Khan Academy, iExcel, Math for Texas, Education Galaxy, Google Classroom, Pearson Realize, where have you seen these? They're on Clever. Okay, and they're also on our resources up here, right? So it's not just limited to those. Remember that you can choose any of these, okay? I've also added this simplifying expression circuits. If your name is on here, you need to fit time in to do this, okay? Now, you can choose how you're going to strengthen this skill. This simplifying expression circuits and simplifying expression task cards are your new ones, okay? You already know what to do here, right? Okay. So simplifying expression circuits are the yellow cards that I pull around the room. Did you see them? Okay. That one is going to go with this one. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to pick a card and start on it. As you can see, you have an expression on the bottom of each card, right? When you solve that card, you're going to put, my first card is card, let's say I have card F over here, okay? I'm going to solve it. here on this sheet, it gives you some workspace here to work on. Okay? When you simplify it, now you're going to find your answer on the top of any of the other cards. So let's say this one led me to, let's say when I simplified all of this, it gave me 15. Okay? So where's 15? Over there. So then I would go over there. Okay? And right underneath, it's going to tell you my answer from the first card led me to card. What card does it say there, Armando? Card G. Okay? Then I'm going to solve that. Then when I get my answer, then it's going to take me to another card. You should, by the end of that, fill this entire sheet out. Okay? Yes. I should see the work completely. Okay? And I should see what card it led you to. Yes, ma'am. What was that again? That card. The expression on the bottom is going to lead you to the answer on top of the other card. Okay? So basically, you're going to answer. You're going to go to the next card. You're going to look at the expression on the bottom, answer it, look for the answer on top of the cards, and then take it like that. Okay? What was that? You can work with a partner. But you need to make sure that both of you are working how? Together. Okay? Should it be just one person doing the work? No, because remember, you're here to what? To understand it, to practice, to strengthen it, right? Okay? Yes, sir.
Can we, on your column, can you do the same thing as the other person is doing on your same, the same team?
Yes, because we've done that before, remember? If you're together, you can work together on the same teak.
For the last one, what does the
I'll explain that in just a bit. Yes, sir.
For the circuit ones, can we use a piece of paper if we don't have enough space on it?
Yes, you can attach that sheet of paper. And remember, when you're done, you're going to turn in your work where we turn in our work. Okay? So 5.3F, estimating to determine solutions. Again, these are the stations that you are already familiar with. Okay? I've already put in the assignments for Pearson Realize so that you can work through those. Representing multiplication of decimals. Again, stations, anything new here that you don't understand? We've done those, right? Okay. The only difference is that you're going to use manipulatives here in the decimal grid. When you're going to work on this, we're going to sit at that back table because it's closer to the manipulatives. Okay? Then we have the solve for products of decimals. We have multiplying decimal dominoes. That would be this one. Okay? This one comes with a sheet as well. What you're going to do is there are 5 sets, I believe. How many of you have played dominoes before?
I know, but it's the easiest game.
Did you?
Miss, can I?
So what you're going to do is I have set E. And on my recording sheet, I'm going to write down set E. Okay? Then what you're going to do is flip them over, right? You each get, no, not 7, because you each get 2. Okay? Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 1 down, because that's where it starts, right? And I have 3 10s and 7 hundredths times 2. And then what you do is you're going to start putting them, linking them together like dominoes. Okay?
Is that solving the answer, or?
Yes, you're going to be solving the answers. Yes. Because what it does is it has the equation on one side of the domino, and then it has another answer, not the answer to that domino. So it's a different, you need to find the answer to your equation on another domino. And then you link it together. Okay? How? Yes, this one you're going to have to make sure that you have more than, you have at least 2 people playing. Okay? 2. Let me give you an example, boys and girls, because some of you are not understanding. So let's say I have this one. Okay? I have 42 hundredths, and then I have 8 hundredths times 6. So what is my product of 8 hundredths times 6? I'm going to solve that. It's 48 hundredths, right? So then what I would do is you see how I have the 48 hundredths right here? So then I would link it to this one, and then I start doing this problem. Yes? Okay. All right. And then, Matthew, when you get to this one, then let us know so that we can help or partner up with somebody who does get it, understand it. Okay? All right. Let's go back to our seats, please. All right. And then we have a multiplying decimals game. That would be this one. Your instructions are here, okay? And this involves getting dice. The dice, where's our dice? It's over there, okay? You also have a recording sheet. Boys and girls, after these stations, these need to be turned into me, okay? All right. So let me explain to you what's here then. If your name is on here, I need to see this as part of your stations. So I should see 5.4F. How you're going to do that, that's up to you. Okay? So make a choice. If your name is here, just once. Okay?
Oh, you're on just one?
If your name is here.
Why am I the only one there?
If your name is here, I need to see you doing estimation as well. Okay? For another day. If your name is here, you need to write yourself down for one of these. Make sure that you write down if you're doing just like how we normally do. 5.3D, I'm going to use Khan Academy. Okay? Everybody needs to do this one except Mr. Matthew Garcia. He's the only one that scored it correct. Okay? So everybody, I should see 13 of you with 5.3E. Okay? This one, our 5.3E, our 5.4F, our 5.3G are our readiness. Okay? This one is the one that we're going to be working with. So as we're doing our mini lesson, and if you exit out of that with your exit ticket, then you won't be here on this list.
No one exited though?
This one's going to begin. This one will begin tomorrow. Yeah.
Miss, I got a question.
Yes, sir. Fill them in with whatever you feel you need to strengthen.
Miss, how was I?
How many of you still have, Matthew brought up a good question, how many of you still have some empty squares? Okay. Based on this, boys and girls, what do you feel you need to strengthen the most, even if it's the dividing decimals already? Okay? So fill in those spots. Okay?
For these two, have to put it in every single day?
You can do,
I only have one.
your name is where?
Because it's just this one.
Pick at least maybe,
No, you don't.
I don't know, pick some for that day and maybe some for this, the division.
Miss,
Do we have to write the whole thing out 5.3F to put in the square? Where are you?
Hmm?
Do we have to put all of 5.3F in the square?
No, of course, I'm in 3.
No, you pick one.
Okay, I'll choose S.
I'm in all of them too. I'm only one. I'm only one. You need more work on it.
Wait, miss.
This is also going to mean, boys and girls, that whatever you're working on, you're going to have to switch this over here. Okay?
Okay.
That way that I know exactly what you're working on per day. If it's switching per day, then it switches per day. Okay, and as always, we have our post assessments over there. Any questions? No?
Do we switch it? I saw the other one.
Yes, put that one on top. This is your new plan.
Miss,
Okay?
10 square.
So this new plan goes in front of your old one.